Hi, welcome back, with the people. Let me first of all apologize for any of you who are waiting for reply to any comments that you have made on my channel. I will get round to it eventually, so bear with me. Anyway, we're continuing from a previous recording where we are talking about current affairs, in particular the Wikileaks co-founder, and speaking the truth and revealing the truth, I should say, and being persecuted for it. And we'll continue to make reference to this current affairs through the book of Revelation, which is a book of prophecy, not a religious book, but a book that was telling us of this day and time, written way back in 96 AD or thereof, by the being or character that we're learned is called Brother John, son of Zebedee and Salome. And Dr. York is currently going through a similar experience to Brother John at that time. Dr. York is now incarcerated in the Supermax prison in the United States of America for nothing more than for telling the truth and opening the seven seals, which he has been empowered to do by the forces of nature, and giving us more information based on facts to all the scriptural teachings and scriptures that we have been raised on and brought upon. So he's here in this day and time, setting the record straight, and he's been persecuted and hated for this by the powers to be. So this is a carry on from the previous recording on truth and current affairs, referencing the book of Revelation, also known as L's Holy Angel. Now let us read again chapter 1, verse 9 of the book of Revelation, L's Holy Angel. And the King James Version, which doesn't give us much, but here it is, in quotations. I, John, who also am your brother and companion in tribulation and in the kingdom and patience of Jesus Christ, was in the isle that is called Patmos for the word of God and for the testimony of Jesus Christ, close quotation. Dr. York, more fuller translation, is as follows. I, John, son of Zebedee and Salome, am a brother of you all who believe in the Most High, Anu, Elyon, El, in brackets, Theos, Yahweh, God, close brackets, and a partner in hard times here on earth. That the faithful, you hear that, people? That the faithful will be persecuted for righteous name's sake, and the kingdom of the Most High, called the Crystal City Nibiru. Now, this is the speaker, this is reader speaking here now. This Crystal City, if you all research the Nibiru, it's a huge object that they sometimes call the Rilo 7. That is outside of our solar system because it's too big to get into our solar system. It'll cause chaos and disruption. And it's there. It's been there for centuries, waiting for those of us who are ready to move on in our growth from the chaos of this planet. Continuing reading. And the patience by, let me go back. I, John, son of Zebedee and Salome, am a brother of you all. Believe in the Most High, Anu, Elyon, El, in brackets, Theos, Yahweh, God, brackets, and a partner in the hard times here on earth, that the faithful will be persecuted for righteous name's sake, and the kingdom of the Most High, called the Crystal City Nibiru, and the patience by way of the Messiah, Jesus. We'll come to that reader speaking here again. We'll come back to that Messiah Jesus, which is a fictional character created by a famous rich family in the many years ago, known as the Piso family. Anyway, reading on. While I was on the island on the Aegean Sea, which is called Patmos, in the year 96 AD, during the time when I had been imprisoned by the Emperor Domitian of Rome as a result of my beliefs and my propagations of the teachings of the Messiah Jesus, for the sake of the words of Theos and the testimony of the Messiah Jesus. When we read on, that's the end of Dr. York's explanation, translation. When we read on further, we find that this mythical character called Jesus is none other than Malachi Zadok, known in other times as Melchizedek, which is just an incarnation that has been here since time began. And he keeps recurring and incarnating in different forms or different bodies. Currently, he is in the body of Dr. York and guiding his pen. So let us take note of that. Reading on, chapter 1, verse 10. King James mistranslation. I was in the Spirit on the Lord's day and heard behind me a great voice, as of a trumpet. Close quotation. Dr. York's right translation for this day and time. I, the newsbearer John, son of Zebedee and Salome, became a spiritual being in the only day, which are the last days before the end, which will occur in three parts. The day of resurrection or standing, when the Messiah Jesus will resurrect and the book of life will be opened to hear witness to your good and bad deeds. The day of decision, when every person will be called for their deeds. And final day, when man will be held accountable for how he dealt with the rulership of the creatures and how he used the right knowledge, the right wisdom, and right overstanding that the Most High bestowed upon him by way of the master teacher, Malachi Zadok. And I, John, son of Zebedee and Salome, heard the supreme voice of the Anunnaki Elohim, Malachi Zadok, behind me like a trumpet. Verse 11, King James mistranslation in quotations, saying, I am Alpha and Omega, the first and the last. And what thou seest, write in a book, and send it unto the 7 churches which are in Asia, unto Ephesus, unto Smyrna, unto Pergamos, unto Thyatira, unto Sardis, unto Philadelphia, and unto Laodicea. Now, this is Malachi Zadok York speaking directly through Dr. York. So this is Malachi Zadok speaks, saying, that which you, the newsbearer John, son of Zebedee and Salome, see, and write it in a scroll, the 22 books of Revelation, and send it to the 7 congregations which are in Asia. It's for all the congregation, Ephesus and Smyrna and Pergamos and Thyatira and Sardis and Philadelphia and Laodicea. Now we can see that John was asked to write these things down that has been revealed to him as he looked into the future from year 96 AD. We'll continue, and we can also see that this fictional character of Jesus in the Christian world is modeled, and it's a fictionalized version of Malachi Zadok, who is now with us in this day and time. Moving on to verse 13. The King James mistranslation. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle. Close quotation. Translations through Dr. York's pen, guided by Malachi Z York. And in the middle of the 7 gold candlesticks was one who resembled the Messiah Jesus, the adopted son of Mary, daughter of Joachim and Hannah, a male living being, not the Messiah Jesus, but the Anunnaki Elohim, Malachi Z York, who was clothed in a long outer garment down to his feet, and he had a sash-like belt of gold. There you have it, people. The fictionalized version, and we have the real deal here with us today. We'll continue this recording on the next recording. There will be the previous recording was I'll call that one A. I'll call this one B, and the next one C. So we'll continue on the other side, people. So see you on the other side.